Have you ever thought about having a dog? Imagine it waiting in a shelter, hopeful for a loving home just like yours. The joy and gratitude in the eyes of these adorable dogs when they find a new home are boundless. Each adoption marks the beginning of a new life. Welcome to the Dog Rescue Shelter System. I am the developer Changyi Xin, the project supervised by Jonathan Shapiro. The system aims to move paper-based daily tasks in shelter to a digital platform, improving efficiency and enhancing user experience. The system architecture overview is shown in the figure below. We use Spring Boot as backend and two Vue-based frontends for staffs and adopters respectively. Now let's delve into the Spring Boot backend. It integrates with MySQL for data storage, WebSocket for real-time communication, Object Storage Service inside the Alibaba Cloud for storing images or PDFs, JSON Web Token for authentication, and iTabs for generating PDF, so on and so forth. Now let's see the Stuff View system. It contains WebSocket, which connects to the one in the backend, an element UI, which is a powerful tool to construct a web page, and finally Exos. It is the bridge between backend and frontend. The key elements in Stuff system are listed here. We will demonstrate them in real Stuff system. Welcome to the dashboard page. In the top left corner, we have our personal profile card. Moving to the right, this 3 card gives staff an overview of a number of their dogs, messages, and tasks. Data fitted check card in the bottom left corner is to check if there's any fitted anomalies for the dogs that the staff is responsible for. If we click on the check mark, a confirmation dialog is opened. If we click on the cross mark, a dialog is triggered that asking for the reason of why not fit anomaly. After a short loading, we arrive at dog table page. It lists all the dogs that are in the shelter. In Forms, we can register for dogs, staffs, and make schedules for tasks. For example, we can create a grooming schedule for a dog. A feature is implemented here to help staff quickly decide the target dog. Upon a successful submission, we can get back to our dashboard and a new instance is created in the Daily Schedule field. In staff registration, the candidates are required to fill in their personal details. Once they complete it, administrators need to fill in more details like the role, salary of the candidates. The message center is divided into 5 tabs. Let's first delve into Send Message tabs. Staff needs to input ID, title, and content. Besides, in New Message to Staff tab, a feature is implemented here to help staff to quickly decide the receiver. In the Receive tab, we can click on Message to view the details. You will notice the Reply and Forward button at the top. Once we click on the Reply button, we will be directed to the New Message to Staff tab with the pre-populated ID, title, and content. The message just sent appears as Sent to Staff tab. Let's get back to the Receive tab. The unread message has an icon located at the end of the message. In addition, at the head of the system, once there is a new message, there will be a badge around the bell icon. These icons will disappear once the messages are read. Let's go to the Staff table. It lists all the staff in the shelter. Administrator can query, delete, or edit some information. The yellow button is created to manage dog assignment. It shows the current assignment. An administrator could delete them or add a new assignment. The green button is intuitive. Once we click on this, we will be directed to New Message to Staff tab in Message Center with a pre-populated receiver ID. Calendar is an advanced daily task feature compiled to the one in Dashboard. It allows staff to add or query tasks on any day. In addition, the Add button will push the staff to the corresponding form. Personal Center can be accessed by the drop-down menu. In the Personal Center, staff are allowed to change their avatar, password, and personal information. Now let's delve into the application progress. Pending is the first status of the application. Staff can click on the Start Reviewing button to move the application to reviewing status. In reviewing, staff can download the PDF generated by the backend from RDB Object Storage Service. As we can see that, the PDF contains crucial information such as family or residence that are ready for being reviewed. Staff can start the reviewing form once they have read the PDF. They need to write comment for each section. Subsequently, staff can decide to approve the application or reject it. If staff confirm to reject it, the page will be directed to the New Message to Adopter tab in Message Center. When the application is in approved status, if the interview date has not yet been proposed by the adopter, staff can send message to hurry them up. If long time no response, staff can decide to reject them. If the interview date has been proposed by the adopter, staff can choose to accept it or they can refuse it and send message to the adopter. In the interviewing status, staff needs to fill in the interview form according to the interview. You may also notice the different buttons in the operation column. This is due to the existence of competitor of the first application. The applicants need to wait the competitor to finish the interview. Once the competitor finishes, the button has changed to pass and reject other competitors. Staff needs to compile both interview result and maybe the PDF to decide the outcome. The final status is adoption pending. The send message button is to notify the adopter of application success. The yellow button is designed for emergency. It prevents the shelter from being unable to contact the adopter through the message center. Finally, the staff can confirm the collection or report the failed collection. Welcome back. Let's move on to the adopter system. Here, the three configurations are also applied. The key features of the adopter system are listed below. We will use real adoption system to demonstrate it. Welcome to the adoption system. Adopters can register through the register page. After filling in the form, a new account is created for the adopter. The dashboard page is similar to the staff dashboard, but the get card is designed to get new users. Let's go to the doc table now. The doc table is quite different compared to the one in staff system. Users can show their interest by clicking on the doc. Then they can start the application by clicking on the button. Here, since the account is just created and does not implement the potential adopter form, so we cannot start the application. Let's do the form now. The form consists of 6 stages, as indicated below. The first stage shows the goals and the instructions for the form. Adopters need to fill in the rest of the form and submit it to become a potential adopter, which then become eligible to start an application. Once we have completed the form, the guide card in the dashboard is changed to application tracking card. Let's go to the doc table to apply for a doc. Let's get back to the dashboard. We can see that the application has started and the current status is pending. We can click on the What's Next button to see what's going on here. In the dialog, it shows all possible status and its explanation, helping adopters to know their situation. The operation can change when staff takes action. For example, if application is rejected, the What's Next is replaced by See Reject Reason. If we click on this, it shows the reviewing form commented by the staff. Since the adopter cannot send messages, so a copy email button is created here. Another example is when application is in approved status, meaning that the adopter needs to decide the interview date. The message center of adopter system is same to the Receive tab in staff system. As you can see that the icon and badge around the bell still apply. Similarly, the personal center allows adopter to change their password. Additionally, adopters are allowed to change their potential adopter form. Ladies and gentlemen, as we reach the end of our presentation, let's reflect on the responsibility we share for these vulnerable lives. Each act of kindness, each decision to adopt rather than shop, can ripple through our communities. Today, I urge you to open your hearts and homes. Be the change that gives a deserving soul a second chance. Together, let's commit to making a difference. Thank you for listening.